Yoga practices to cleanse your Anahata chakra. Let's begin. The beach mantra of this chakra is Yam. So chant Yam throughout this sequence. The first asana is Parvatasana. Sit in any comfortable position with your spine erect. Slowly inhale and raise your arms up, joining your palms above your head in Anjali Mudra. Now slowly exhale and bring your arms down. One can close the eyes while practicing this asana. Repeat this for 5 to 10 times. Inhale, slowly raise your arms up. Exhale, bringing it down. Feel the stretch in your spine while inhaling and relax your body while you exhale. The color of the Anahata chakra is green and the element is air, and it is located in the center of the chest. So while practicing this asana, keep your focus on your chest or at the heart. Finally, inhale, join your palms up and stay in the position for a few breaths. Do normal breathing while staying in the pose. And then slowly exhale and relax. We'll now move on to the next pose. This is a gentle chest opener with a support from a wall. Stay 2 feet away from the wall and press your palms and arms on the wall. Slowly lean towards the wall and bring your chest closer to the wall. Try to touch the chest near to the wall and also try to touch your chin to the wall. Stay in the pose for a few breaths and then slowly relax. This can be repeated twice or thrice. Focus on your heart center and breathe normally while you hold the pose. This pose gives instant relief from the stiffness of shoulder and neck muscles. This sequence of asanas improves our lung capacity and thereby keeping us energetic and fresh. We'll now move on to the next stretch, shoulder stretch. Stand closer to the wall and press your right arm and palm pressed on the wall. Now slowly open your chest and feel the stretch on your right arm. Deep normally and stay for 5 to 10 counts. We'll relax and we'll repeat in the opposite side. Do not overstrain. Feel until the stretch feels comfortable for you to bear. Can be performed twice for each arm. People who spend most of their time in seated jobs should try these shoulder and chest openers with the support of a wall to remove the stiffness from their shoulder and back muscles. Stiffness in our shoulder and back muscles will not only provide us with constant pain, they also influence the effect of our breathing. A complete yogic breathing will not be performed properly if our shoulder muscles are not flexible. So keep practicing these asanas to make your muscles flexible and thus helping us to breathe better. We are always surrounded by air, the element of this chakra. So feel the presence of air, the sense of air while performing this asana. The breeze from your window or your air conditioner or your fan, just feel while you perform. The next asana is fish pose. Sit in any comfortable position. Keep a pillow or a bolster near your lower back and slowly lean backwards. Position your spine comfortably on the pillow or on the bolster. Now slowly inhale, raise your arms up and try to keep it above your head. This opens your shoulder muscles and also your chest completely, improving your breathing pattern. As I said before, feel the air in your room. Feel the cool air entering your nostrils, and when you exhale, the air will be warm. Just focus on your breathing and the sense of air while you stay in the pose in normal breathing. Imagine yourself to be very light and floating in the air. These visualizations help in activating the air element in your body. Once completing this asana by staying there for 30 to 60 seconds, one can slowly relax. This asana can be repeated for 2 to 5 times. That was a beginner variation. If you feel that was very easy, one can perform the pose without the bolster. From a comfortable seating position, slowly start to lean backwards by supporting your elbows on the ground. Once positioning your body, now slowly keep your crown of your head on the ground. This flexes your neck muscles. Feel the stretch in your neck muscles and also on your shoulder. Your chest is expanded completely. Stay in the pose with normal breathing. And when you wish to release the pose, lift your head and make it flat and then relax. People who are comfortable in performing Padmasana can practice this asana by sitting in Padmasana. So position yourself in lotus pose and then now slowly lean backwards in the same way by keeping your elbows on the ground. Now slowly keep your crown on the floor and hold your big toes with your hands and try to keep your elbows touched on the ground. This gives the complete expansion to the chest. Stay in the pose for few breaths and release slowly by first slowly lifting the head, relaxing it, and then releasing your legs from the Padmasana and then rolling to the sides and then get up. This should be practiced only by expert practitioners and not by beginners. The next asana is camel pose. Kneel down on your mat with your toes tucked. Keep your hands supported on your back and then slowly arch your spine backwards. Support your neck and stay in the position for few breaths. If you feel pain in the knee, one can keep any cushion or blanket underneath your knees. This asana is of beginner variation and can be practiced for 2 to 3 times. People who feel difficult to perform this asana can keep a bolster or a cushion behind your foot and support your hands on the bolster and then practice the asana. Make sure the object that you are keeping behind your body should be stable and should not roll. Blocks in heart chakra can manifest in our physical health through heart problems, asthma and weight issues. But blocks are often seen even more clearly through the person's actions. They often put others first to their own detriment. It's the middle of the 7 chakras, so it bridges the gap between our upper and lower chakras. And it also represents our ability to love and connect to others. When out of alignment, it can make us feel lonely, insecure and isolated. The next variation is to keep your toes tucked and try to keep your hands on your toes. First try to keep one hand and then slowly keep the other hand. Push your body to the front to feel the arch in your lower back and also to expand your chest comfortably. In this variation, hold your neck in line with your body and do not drop it down. Feel the stretch with normal breathing and then slowly relax. Now we'll repeat the final position of this asana. Keep your toes flat on the ground. Now slowly hold your toes with the support of your fingers and then arch your back. Push your body to the front, expand your chest and drop your neck down. The same pose is suitable for different people with different levels of flexibility. So do not rush yourself. All the variations hold the same benefits. Relax, and now we'll move on to the next asana, Bhujangasana or the Cobra pose. Lie down flat on your stomach, toes pointing straight back, hands underneath the shoulders, elbows close to the body, legs engaged. Keep your palms pressed on the ground near your chest. As you inhale, lift your chest from the back of your heart. Roll the collarbones up and firm the shoulder blades into the upper back. Lift your head and stay in the pose for few breaths. Relax and we'll repeat the same. Press your palms on the ground near to your chest. Inhale, slowly lift your body. Do not hunch your shoulders, rather expand your shoulders and your chest. Do not give the complete weight of the body on your wrist. Spread the weight evenly on your lower back and also on your palms. Relax. This asana can be performed 2 to 3 times by holding for 10 to 30 seconds. We'll now move on to the next pose, table pose. Bend your knees, bringing the feet flat on the floor, hip width apart. Keep the arms behind your hips with the fingers pointing towards your feet. Lean back into the arms and slowly inhale and lift the hips up towards the ceiling. Make sure the toes and knees are pointing straight ahead. For people who are not able to hold the pose, can try this variation. From the seated position, slowly inhale, try to lift your hip up. Exhale, bring it down. Inhale, raise up, exhale, down. This practice will build the flexibility and the strength to perform the pose in few weeks. Relax, and now we'll move on to the next pose, Ardha Chandrasana. Stand straight near your wall. Support your back to the wall. Now keep a yoga block or any support handy towards your left side. Slowly lean towards the wall and keep your hand supported on the block. Now extend your right leg and right arm. The right leg should be parallel to the body and the right arm should be in line with the left arm. Balance and stay in the pose for 5 to 15 seconds. Now we'll relax and repeat the same in the opposite direction. Keep your head straight in line with your body. Your shoulders, hip and your feet should be touching the wall to maintain the balance. One can keep the extended leg supported on any table if they are not able to balance without any support. Relax. Now we'll move on to the next pose, Warrior 2. Stand in a wide position with your feet parallel and approximately 3 feet apart. Turn your right foot out 90 degrees. Then bend your knee into your lunge. Make sure you keep your knee above your ankle and pointing over your toes. Turn your head toward the right side and look over your fingers. Your arms should be parallel to the ground. Stay in the pose for 5 to 10 breaths and then turn to the other side. This chakra focuses on love and joy. If one person is having anger, hatred, jealousy, greed, or these kind of any negative emotions overwhelmed in their life, it means the heart chakra is imbalanced. One can practice these asanas to reduce their negativity from their mind and also from their life. Now we'll relax and move on to the next pose, the reverse warrior. Position yourself similar to the Warrior 2 sequence. Bend your right knee and stay in a comfortable, stable position. By supporting your left arm on the back side of your left knee, extend your right arm above your head. This creates a small back arch in your spine. Stay in the pose for 10 breaths and then slowly relax. We'll repeat the same in the opposite direction. If one feels uncomfortable or unstable to perform these kind of balancing poses, one can try to perform these poses near a wall for better support and stability. These poses can be done twice or thrice on each leg. Relax and we'll move on to the next pose, Pirayasana. Stand straight with your feet pressed on the ground and 1 foot apart. Support your hands on your lower back and slowly arch backwards. Stay in the pose for 10 seconds, and this pose can be repeated for 2 to 3 times. Do not overbend. Bend backward until you feel comfortable. Do not bend your knee and try to bend only the spine. All the asanas that helps in balancing the Anahata Chakra will focus on expanding our chest and increasing the flexibility of our spine. Relax your neck, and then we'll move on to the next pose, tree pose. Stand straight with your feet together and firmly planted on the ground. Now bend your left leg and keep it near to your inner thigh or groin area. Slowly inhale and raise your arms up and join in Anjali Mudra above your head. One can also keep the arm in front of the chest in Anjali Mudra. Stay balanced by focusing and concentrating on any one point in front of you. Stay in the pose for 10 to 30 seconds and relax yourself, and repeat the same on the other side. If you feel wobbly to practice this asana, one can practice this asana in front of a wall. With regular practice, one can attain focus and concentration and will be able to practice this asana without any wall support. Grief is a natural response to loss. It's the emotional suffering you feel when something or someone you love is taken away. Often the pain of loss can feel overwhelming. You may experience all kinds of difficult and unexpected emotions, from shock or anger or guilt and profound sadness. By practicing this Anahata Yoga cleansing asanas, one can come out of grief to have a peaceful life in the future. In the beginning stages, if you feel you are not able to lift your leg until your inner thigh, you can keep your leg at any comfortable position, starting from the ankle to the thighs. Also make sure your knee should not be pointing towards the front. Your knee should be pointing towards the side. So pull your leg towards the side and stay in the position. We'll relax and we'll complete our asana sequence with Shanti Asana. As I always say, Shanti Asana is a must after completing any yoga sequence. So do not skip performing this Shanti Asana. Relax here for 2 to 5 minutes. Relax your whole body, muscles, organs and your mind before you begin your day. Thank you.